Wearing the 14 there for the Tigers.
One goal though.
He's looking well up there. Great take.
Grimes sitting behind just so they don't get caught out.
Kicked a little high for Nankervis.
Cripps flips it over the top to Koning with space and room to move. To Motlop.
And be in a bit more of a strong position, holding out your opponent.
Has a rest on the bench. Short now, bangs it to the top. Lynch won't get there to Koning. Strasher Blitzarves wide to the Koning. Defended really well. Kept it alive.
50s in the last 10 minutes and hitting the scoreboard finally.
Here they go in the entire competition. He's a man of steel.
Akers.
To Kennedy. Kennedy could have gone all the way. Unselfishly finds to Koning.
In the centre of the ground.
He too plays on, goes wide on the angle to Fisher. Fisher plays on as well and goals. Blues. And just think a little. So can the Blues get rid of that worry immediately? And Rowan needs to nail this, and he has not. It's still in the field of play to Koning strong. Maybe 50 from Stengel as well. It is.
The Cats. To Koning. Continued tackle coming new. Exactly how and where to turn the body. Still a bit hasty on the kick. Chance for the narrow lead. Back to Koning versus Flynn. How did the tackle?
It's bigger, Jason. Admit he's wrong.
Good umpiring decision.
Mark this down as a day in history.
Oh, stop it.
Carlton ship has been steady though with those last couple of goals. On alert.
At 11 entries for a goal. Yeah, the Giants. So
Ash is the loose behind the ball here. Now he's got to watch and try and man up. Oh. To Koning and Flynn. To Kerno.
Getting the ball forward at all costs. Pitnet flies with the Koning, the ladder. Taylor couldn't quite. Stolen. McDonald to Koning. Make sure it stays in. Howe runs, takes his full measure and kicks long, but Honey to Koning. Jack Siebel needs to be a little careful, and he's called. Carlton is having the telling say in this quarter. 6 consecutive goals, and the Blues break away. Doherty through the corridor. Straight down the pipe go the Blues to Koning, Curnow, Motlop. Goals this year, Collingwood against Port. They kicked 7 to the fist. Cripps wanted Motlop, couldn't find him. Second quarter underway, and the Blues have got a big subbed in. Nasty gash around the eye, Pitnet. To Koning.
How's going?
The Renaissance Keys enjoyed at Adelaide after being delisted. Yeah.
See the scrambled win, the Carlton Ruckman pressing. See Malera.
Trying to top the Coleman medal. Gets the Blues moving. Back to half forward to Koning. Big fly, big sit. What can they produce here?
Because to Koning. To Koning. That's a mark. Such a talked about footballer. And that's how you keep people quiet.
So just having a look at this, to Koning got a good run and jump, as Hodgie said, put to the advantage where he able to use his height and athleticism. And Jude, the way the players are marking it tonight, it feels like absolutely no duel. Kennedy, Kemp. And now that a Koning effort in the air is good. It will be a mammoth job to get back if you were to lose tonight's game.
To Koning to the front. Cripps.
Who's going to give them that as May drills the ball from defence? To Koning, good, strong.
To Koning. How well did he do that?
So back to the middle we go. So Melbourne respond.
I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Left footer going to the boundary.
Hunter winning.
Gee, that was almost a throw from Lever. Kicked 3 of the last 4 goals, the Blues.
Alex Neil-Bullen. Gone to Koning.
It looks like McGovern early.
To Koning versus Draper. Comes back to Tom, who
really hard lockdown. Brilliant again. Got a handy little touch in there to affect the...
You could do is put pressure on the opposition. Good clearances to 5 off the back of the youth.
Themselves organised.
to Koning. Dow.
Koning slapped it in the Cherrett direction.
Newman back to the wing. Nicely taken out of the air by De Koning. Enough. Chera high. Walsh, this time he is allowed to take the...
He just worked his way through. They got the clearance as a...
The long sleeve Boyd.
Yeah, that wasn't a miss they could afford, Gold Coast at the moment.
De Koning had a good look at it and the room to be able to take them.
And another one.
Out of the middle, Walsh. Loaded with De Koning. Just the 2 goals for the season. But a day can change a lot. He wants in on this. To 2 behinds and 20 minutes of football.
Well, this is what the Blues looked like at their best last year. And we haven't seen it. We were wondering where it had gone. Maybe it's back. And haven't brought their best.
McGovern. Well placed. Cunningham. Holman. Upended. Cleverly.
We just saw the tackling pressure. It was actually quite superb from TDK. He's having a darn good game.
Bolt. They might have to go another time. De Koning. Got sideways first to Kennedy. Set up for De Koning. Not the mark, but it is the free kick. Forward when De Koning is playing his best footy. TDK does amazing things to their system.
They have reproven to themselves that they're a much better side than...
Williams just tries to soften it to enable Marshall to fly, but De Koning...
The last 5 or 10 minutes, it's climbing again.
To Paddy Dow with his career, they'll be very flat, but it's come at the expense.
Time to hit their targets. They're not getting that from the Blues today.
Last year in round 5, and there's another challenger, Jace.
What did you just say, Gary?
I think he's the number. At one stage this year, he was from Port Adelaide. We know they can score heavily and quickly. They've done it 3 times.
They've been 20-odd minutes since took care of the Dogs and the Saints here this year, Port Adelaide.
No missed tackles. There was one on the wing there that... What's forward? Well, De Koning went for it in the end, and Petrevski-Seton kind of could have gone.
They want to go.
And Oscar Allen behind the ball. They would have asked themselves that many times. Yeah. Long 18, Hewitt, 10-8.
He was a fantastic player. Not giving him much space as it spins back in play. Williams, tackled by De Koning with intent. Goalless in that opening quarter, West Coast, but they've hit back with 2 here. Is there another one to come before half-time? So, Saad, De Koning, better position. Was it a push?
Kick, which is huge news, really. Heads toward the wing. Let's hope he's okay. De Koning gets there. Great hands. Got a little nudge. And sends it. Oh, wasn't quite on the same page as Williams, and De Koning outread the lot of them, took the mark, and
50-odd out. He sets a task here for Darling, and De Koning spoils it in.
Crowd screaming for... Got to beat some good sides to get there, but they're playing great footy.
De Koning, brilliant.
This bloke's had a day.
Their best record in 50-odd years is Cripps checks the kick brilliantly to De Koning. Josh Dacos. De Koning comes forward. He wants to square it. 5 entries.
De Koning removes his opposition. Want to concede the first score or 2 here in the 3rd quarter as De Koning makes good ground. Doherty, De Koning, good purchase. I reckon it's got the wheels. It has something from nothing, exactly as you say, Paddy.
And scrap and create something from nothing, and that's their #1 score source. Scoring from stoppage, scoring from contest. And
stoppage here. De Koning trying to scoop it up. Bit of success. Just work it forward. Here he is. This is De Koning just charging, just going, I'm just going to get any metres I can.
That's what Hill can't find his boot. De Koning finds the ball.
Around the contest.
Owen's trying to...
But momentum-wise, it just feels like they've got it right on their terms at the moment. It's going to take a bit from Carlton.
Unusual to see Van Rooyen missing 22-5 from set shots coming in tonight. 0-2, Cripps.
Carlton's almost been an even split between Pitton and De Koning. Gawn's gone about 75%. Ruck time.
He waits for it to settle onto the right boot, floats the ball forward. Again, the Blues have got the right answers this time.
Right spot here.
Only 5 for the year. He stabs at it, but he stabs it through. Back-to-back goals. Blues by 2 goals.
To Dow, and then Fogarty getting out ahead as well, staying involved.
Going to send it back. They've got to get a mark. Look at the pack. It's a Leo Barry moment.
And come along, so they've got the capability to match the Blues mids. 7 marks, Lynchy, and it's the strength there is normally they get it up over 90-odd marks a game.
Goes and wins the clearance, and again feeds it back to Akers. Ballard, who's got that match up with Mackay. To Koning, flicked it out to Motlop, who's been lively, and now he gets in on the act. Started with a good clearance win from Paddy.
The wing, that's his second goal.
Yeah, it was good. It'll be Casbolt who'll have a stint in the ruck. To Koning. Wits.
Naming Marchbank as the sub. Former Giant himself, Carlton Marchbank. England places it, gives his forwards a chance. Green, but to Koning.
Who knows at the moment?
Second quarter begins. Hewitt, Fogarty, 55 becomes 40 as to Koning. Also a second forward during the various stages. 6 goals, 7. It's a good time to come up with a great strike. And this time, Carlton are back in front.
You see Big Briggs, he was just jogging in the back line, in the background.
And they're back in front. 4 in it. 45 to go.
He's had a few to come back in now, get himself right. Great handball.